Hello friends, I just wanted to let you see what I see every morning where I come to work. This is it. We are in Canggu, actually called Paranam Beach in Bali. A very beautiful area where I'm staying. And I just want to show you this because actually there's something I've been thinking about a lot lately. And it has to do with this part of Bali. Now if you see here, this is where I am pretty much. I'm just going to pan sideways here because I want to show you something. Let's go out a little more nicer of a shot. So all these places you see here, all these places have music all the time. I mean, I'm lucky enough, I found this one place. I'm passing right in front of where I'm sitting right now. This one place doesn't have music on all the time. It's such a relief. It's a huge relief because I'm so sick and tired of bad music constantly being piped in from all over the place. It's like a disease. and frankly, I feel so sorry for normal people. They have no connection with music at all. They have this horrible relationship with music that is just completely baffling to me. Go back around the other side. There's nothing to see on the other side there. I feel really sorry for people. I cannot understand their relationship to music at all, you know. They seem completely disconnected from what music is really about. Especially young people. They will never understand like the beauty of someone like Chick Corea or whatever, or anything like that. I don't understand what and how they got there. How they got there is a mystery to me. Maybe I'm, coming from an era where music was purely oral thing. You listen to music, you don't watch music, you listen. And when you listen to music, you don't have any visual thing interfering with your experience of listening. It turns into a whole different thing. I mean, I remember being hypnotized into music. Listening to music, it's being hypnotized by it. All these clubs here, they are pathetic. They're playing all this music from who knows, God knows what era, and over and over and over, the same stuff over and over and over. I will never understand people's relationship to music. It seems so utterly sad. Now, how are we as musicians responsible for this? I think that collectively we are really dumb. Really, something is wrong with us because we sit here and allow this garbage to happen. Removing the experience of beautiful music from people's lives, while all the while letting ourselves get completely fucked by record companies or people like this Spotify guy. I don't know what musician would put his music on Spotify. Why would you do that to yourself? I don't know. Why would anyone do that to themselves? Put your stuff on Spotify when you know damn well that it's a complete scam. That what you're doing is nothing but scamming yourself. I mean, for what? For the possibility of somebody's gonna hear my song, whatever. So ridiculous. Nobody cares, first of all. And second of all, you'll never get paid. Now, why do we accept these situations? We had no union. Like actors, they have a tremendous union. They have health care when they work, of course. I mean, I was part of the actors union for years. I got incredible health care until I stopped being an actor. And that all, kind of went away because I didn't make any more money as an actor. I had to, basically get my own insurance policy. So I'm running out of battery on the drone. I have to change the battery. Anyway, as I was saying, we are the dumbest businessmen I've ever witnessed. In business, musicians are so stupid. I can't get my head around it. All these people here at these bars, they should be paying to play the music that they're playing. Of course, they're not paying a goddamn cent. But if you try to get a free coffee off them, they'll call the police and they'll, it'll be a huge, huge stink. But no, musicians, we have to take it. We have to shut up and let everybody steal our shit. Or, just completely take advantage of our talents and efforts, and we can't say a word about it because all of a sudden we're assholes. It's just really something crazy. I used to love surfing, by the way. There's a lot of surfing here in Bali. In the end, do you remember that period where was that Napster was around and Metallica was getting a lot of flack for what they were saying? Oh man, Metallica, assholes, so greedy, blah, blah, blah. In the end, Metallica was right. Metallica was absolutely right. I guess it was Lars, the drummer, who was saying a lot of the stuff about, rights and why Napster was a fucking horrible thing. It was absolutely horrible. What can we do about this now? I, of course, think that everyone should take their shit off of Spotify, and the guy running Spotify will be finished, absolutely finished. I mean, what'll they do? They'll do AI bans, like they've been doing. They'll create AI bans, and people are so dumb, that they'll consume that. Fake bands with fake musicians, pictures of AI, phonies, and like that. boy, I hope that didn't. Anyway, I'm running low on battery here. All these places in Bali, they all play music without paying a damn cent. I think we're getting ripped off, and we are so dumb we don't even do anything about it. I mean, it's not only Bali, it's all over the world. You know, all over the world. We allow ourselves to get scammed, and we do it with a smile. Oh boy, maybe somebody's gonna hear us, hear my music. Oh boy, you will never find my shit on Spotify. All right, what do? People ask, what do you do? Well, you make your own website and you promote your own music. You build a network, and I mean, you know, as they say, it's much better to have a network of 1,000 people than have 10,000 people that just steal your shit. It's uncanny how this is not understood. You know, why don't people understand this is unreal. I'm going to try to get a shot of these surfers. I just have to wait for a wave. I have to wait for a wave. I have to get the drone into position and then hope that a good wave comes through. So let's try to get into a good position here. Maneuver. I'm doing all this manually, by the way. So it's a bit, you know, you have to be really patient. Lower the angle here. I'm giving all you guys is just, you know, raw footage from the drone. Try to catch one of these surfers at the right moment. It's not easy. Anyway, Metallica was right. Lars was right. I think that's his name. When I think of all the material that has been stolen from me, I'm just like how come people don't even bat an eye? You know, they don't even bat an eye. For them, it's just so normal to steal from us. No, I don't get it. It's too hard to get these surfers. I don't have the patience right now. So I'm gonna come back in and try to eat some breakfast. I'm gonna make some more footage for you guys later. I'll try to get some surfer footage in a little bit. Sometimes birds freak out and they try to attack the drone. They think it's another bird or something. Anyway, this is my life. I spend a lot of time in this place editing video and thinking about what my next plans are. By the way, I'm going to be in Thailand, it looks like, next week. I'm going to be in Bangkok. I'll be based out of Bangkok for a while. I'm going to be missing this beach and all this incredible stuff, but what can you do? I just need a little bit of a new adventure, change. Maybe check out the Bangkok jazz scene if there is any. We'll see. All right, here we are. Okay, it's a little later in the day, and of course, it's gonna rain here in Bali, as it always does. But nevertheless, the sea is beautiful, the air is clean. I love this area, it's so nice. At the moment, there's no one here because it's gonna rain. I love it. I just want to have one more conversation for you, and it kind of is a jump in topic from the last thing we were talking about, Spotify, and that's so frustrating. You know, that whole shit. I really despise the people that run that Spotify crap. Anyway, I just want to talk about one other thing. It's about drum heroes. I think you should never, ever depend on your drum heroes for anything, except if you get to know them on a personal level. I've been lucky enough to know some of my drum heroes on a personal level, become their friends after years. But others, like one that really just recently passed away, I mean, there's many cats that passed away, don't assume anything. But one guy, I was at the NAMM show. I was at the NAMM show years and years ago. I was just a kid, you know. My first album came out. I was so proud of it, you know. I was really proud of it. I loved it so much. And I saw this cat at the NAMM show, right? So I walk up to him and I say, "Hey, man, I'm so glad to meet you. You're one of my heroes. I can't tell you how much I admire you, and I've admired your playing my whole life. I just have a quick question, man. If you could check out my new recording and tell me what you think, it would be a great honor." Right? I was totally like flabbergasted and starstruck that he was there. And he looks at me and he grabs the CD, because I was holding it in his face pretty much because I was so happy. He grabs the CD and he says, "Whatever," and he fucking turns away, right? That was the whole interaction. I was just speechless, right? How can such a famous guy be such an ass? Incredible ass. And from that day on, that never left me actually. From that day on, I was very cautious about who I showed my stuff to. There was another incident with another drummer, female drummer actually, who's very famous. Again, man, I'm talking about 30 years ago or whatever, I can't remember, at a NAMM show. And it was the Inner Clock book. My Inner Clock book had just come out. It was still the cassette version and everything. And I was walking around the NAMM show with my book, and I saw her, and I went up to her. "Hey, oh my God, teacher here, blah 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 blah." And she was stoned out of her gourd. I mean, she was fucking high. It was ridiculous, right? And so I give her the book, and I was like, "Hey, can you know, it'd be great if you could check out my," you know, drummers do, man, a little networking, never hurt anybody. And I give her the book, and this whole time she's not said a word, right? Because she's stoned out of her mind. And so I hand her the book, and she takes the book, and she like smiles, a stoned smile, you know, like out of her mind, and just walks away, doesn't say a word, right? Never depend on shit from your heroes, because you don't know them. You don't know what they're like. You don't know their life, you know. I think the best thing to do is keep yourself and fight for what's yours. You know, fight for what's yours in a dignified way.